Lauren Booth, from journalist to Muslim activist. British journalist and campaigner Lauren Booth was born Sarah Booth in 1967 and has worked for a number of prominent media organisations, such as the BBC, The Guardian, and the Daily Mail. She worked as a journalist, covering humanitarian crises and conflicts around the world, especially in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Palestine. As the wife of Tony Blair's younger brother, she gained not only notoriety for her reporting but also for her familial ties to the former British Prime Minister. This connection frequently brought attention to her political beliefs. Lauren Booth visited Iran in 2010 to film a documentary about the religion and culture of the nation. For her, this journey ended up transforming her life. She experienced a profound spiritual awakening while visiting the Iranian holy city of Qom. When she entered the shrine of Fatima Masuma, she described experiencing a feeling of peace and serenity like never before. She later shared, "I had never had such a sense of calm until that day. I took a seat and sobbed. I came to see that the answers to the questions I had been asking for years may be found in Islam." Because of her family's ties to Tony Blair, whose relations with the Muslim world were already tense owing to the Iraq War, her conversion garnered a lot of media attention. While some British media sites applauded her bravery and dedication, others condemned her choice. Given her fervent support for Palestine and her criticism of British foreign policy, she was also accused of being hypocritical. She persisted in standing out for Muslim rights and against Islamophobia in spite of the criticism. Born on August 3, 1985, in Auckland, New Zealand, Sonny Bill Williams comes from a Samoan family. He showed remarkable skill in sports, especially rugby, from an early age. At the age of 18, he joined the Canterbury Bulldogs, an Australian rugby league team, in 2004 to start his professional career. His remarkable size, 1.91 m tall, over 110 kilograms, and speed on the field helped him quickly establish himself. He emerged as one of rugby's most promising players, drawing interest from big teams. He participated in a number of prominent tournaments throughout the years and was chosen to play rugby for New Zealand in various formats. When Sonny Bill Williams relocated to Australia to play for the Bulldogs, his life took a dramatic turn. He was exposed to the principles and spirituality of Islam there by Muslim teammates and friends, such as boxer Anthony Mundine and his brother. He was going through a tough period at the time. Despite his achievements in sports, he had to deal with distractions, drinking, and pressure from the media. He later acknowledged that he was looking for a greater purpose in life and felt lost. After that, he started researching Islam, thinking about its tenets and discipline, and posing concerns. What primarily drew his attention were: Islam teaches its adherents discipline and inner tranquility. The value of prayer and having a relationship with God, which enabled him to focus on the good things in life and redirect his energies. The virtues of kindness and solidarity struck a profound chord with his Samoan background. In 2009, following months of contemplation and research, Sonny Bill Williams formally converted to Islam. He became one of the first professional rugby players to convert to Islam when he uttered the Shahada, or Islamic Declaration of Faith, in a mosque in Australia. 5 times a day in prayer. Ramadan fasting. Staying away from excesses and booze. Taking part in humanitarian activities. In a number of interviews, he described how Islam improved him as a person by increasing his humility and gratitude. His announcement of his conversion garnered significant media coverage. While some supporters were taken aback, the majority accepted his decision. Both on and off the field, he soon established himself as a model of self-control and humility. Although Williams never concealed his faith, he kept it to himself and never made an effort to force it on others. He did, however, defend Muslim rights on several occasions. Most notably when he declined to don a rugby shirt that was sponsored by a bank that practiced usury, which is prohibited in Islam. Additionally, he became a humanitarian ambassador and got deeply involved in charitable activity. He visited conflict areas and took part in relief efforts in Turkey, Somalia, and Syria to assist afflicted communities. American rapper, composer, and producer Busta Rhymes, real name Trevor George Smith Jr., is well known for his quick tempo, high energy, and quirky music videos. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, on May 20, 1972, and is regarded as one of the most significant hip-hop musicians of his time. He was raised in a Jamaican household with a lot of musical influences, especially dancehall and reggae. Prior to starting a solo career that made him a worldwide sensation, he first became well known in the hip-hop scene in the early 1990s as a member of the group Leaders of the New School. Despite not growing up in a Muslim family, he was exposed to Islam at an early age because of his environment in New York, a place where Islamic and African American cultures frequently collide, particularly because of the Nation of Islam movement and the impact of black Muslims in sports and music. Through friends and well-known hip-hop artists like Q-Tip, from A Tribe Called Quest, who also converted to Islam, he had his first significant interaction with Islam. Busta Rhymes has discussed his admiration for Islam and how it has enabled him to maintain his composure and discipline in the face of the demands of the entertainment industry and celebrity in a number of interviews. During a noteworthy interview, he said, "Islam gave me structure. It taught me the importance of prayer, patience, and respect for others. It's a force that helps keep me grounded." He has stated his deep devotion to the faith and his respect for notable Muslims such as Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X, but he rarely discusses his conversion in an official setting. Although Busta Rhymes is best known for his upbeat, party-oriented songs, some of his lyrics also contain spiritual allusions and thought-provoking ideas. Some of the songs on his 1997 album, When Disaster Strikes, address morality and religion. Additionally, he has regularly worked with other Muslim musicians like Mos Def, Yasin Bey, who has publicly shown his love for Islam in his songs. In line with Islam's values of justice, equality, and fraternity, some of his songs discuss the hardships faced by the African American community. In the Muslim hip-hop scene, Busta Rhymes has gained respect despite not being a religious preacher. By avoiding needless disputes, staying disciplined and upbeat, and concentrating on his art and family, he tries to provide an example for others to follow. He tries to dispel the unfavorable perceptions that are frequently connected to Muslims in Western media by highlighting the religion's peaceful and spiritual elements. In an interview in 2020, he urged his supporters to concentrate on love and understanding while discussing the value of community togetherness and respect. There is more to Busta Rhymes than just rap. His story demonstrates how a well-known artist may use his position to spread moral principles and gain inner strength via spirituality.